year, but it is Big Blue style. Indiana with the upper hand, however, in the early going. They lead it 11-5. Kentucky having more problems, including, as we mentioned, a 35-point loss to Gonzaga. Chuck, what's the issue been with that?
Well, for me, they have zero identity. And I'm watching them in person. They're just going one-on-one every time. They've got to find a way to speed the tempo up because they're not very good in the half-court set. But my number one issue is their identity. Like I say, are they a defensive team? Are they an offensive team? Indiana, we know they are a three-point shooting team. That's their identity. You have to have an identity. You have to have a way we're going to play. Are we going to play fast? Are we going to play slow? I'm watching Kentucky play. They don't play fast. And in the half court, they just go in one-on-one. That's why you see there's either tough shots or turnovers.
I really think when you look at Kentucky as well, is the fact that they're very athletic, and yet they're not utilizing that athleticism to get in transition, to pressure the ball, to get some turnovers. They've struggled defensively this year. Teams have really hurt them big time. Not enough help defensively, not enough communication.
Also struggling to hit the three, only 33%. Focusing, catches, fires, can't drain that. Jalen Lowe back in the lineup after timeout of 6 games with a shoulder injury. They really missed him.
The point guard understands how to play, but he's had a tough time with a bad shoulder injury, and that certainly has hurt Kentucky. Big Blue Nation, really, the fans, they love Kentucky so much, and they want to see a supreme effort. They want to see an effort where they can leave here really excited and proud. There was so much optimism when Coach Pope put this team together at the beginning of the year. You know, I'll tell you this, Charles. Last year, I could be right in this. I hope I'm not wrong. I believe they won 8 games against top 10 teams, and that's the most ever by anybody in the history of college basketball. 8 wins over top 10 teams.
Reese, by the way, jamming that finger. We showed that replay there. We'll see if that continues to bother him. Alexis did get back into the lineup. Here's Garrison up high. He was yanked out of the last game by Mark Pope, who really wore it, and he also shattered a clipboard. That one, that ugly shot on target.
I think that was a great move by Coach Pope. He took him out with 8 minutes to go in the game because he didn't hustle back on defense. He did get back after a turnover, and he put him on the bench. He never played again, Charles.
I love great coaching. I do. And that's your job as a coach. Like, a lot of players take the day as criticism. But no, that's what a coach's job is.
Garrison's had a very good week of practice, and a nifty pass for Everton.
That was a great play right there.
That was body movement. That was a movement.
Yep, player movement, ball movement, excellent pass, excellent 2-man game.
I'll tell you what, this crowd, a sellout crowd, is ready to roar tonight.
Special place. One of the great places to come and do a game.
Williams with the foul as he bodies up on the breeze.
You know, this is what I'm talking about on body movement. The defense is overplaying, and that's just a great cut and a great pass.
Great cut without the ball. Love that. We don't see enough of that. Motion, too much standstill. In your league, man, the NBA. What about all the threes? 50, 60 threes a game.
Yeah, and that's always a great strategy going in. I would love to see, like, okay, we got a plan B. But that's the game now. Everybody's just going to jack up a bunch of threes.
It becomes boring to watch.
See, I would be going faster right now. I don't want to get this thing set up in a half court.
Low, outside, the fake by Garrison. He jumps inside. Strong.
Yes.
That's the play right there. Good ball fake.
Yes.
Into the goal strong. I think for Hilton, they woke him up by taking him out of the game because Mark Fox, the assistant, good buddy of yours, Charles, told us last night he had his greatest practice since then.
Coach Fox is one of my great friends. Oh, don't leave this kid.
The breeze can't hit. And Williams takes the rebound.
Push the ball.
So Lowe to set it up. Kentucky coming in 6-4. And including a 17-point loss to Michigan State. Off the window for 2. That has tied it at 11.
Right there.
And a loose ball picked off by the Wildcats. Jasper Johnson all the way down the other end of the floor. As Johnson to take it away.
Jesper Johnson he was a 5-star player last year in high school. Great talent. Father was a terrific football player here, Dennis Johnson.
DeVries off the fake. Slithers the pass to Alexis. Now it's going to go the other way.
That was great defense right there. Great help defense in that situation.
So a little 6-0 run. And has Rupp Arena in full throats.
But you see, the game is sped up. That's one thing we were talking about. This is great defense right here. And not fouling also. But you see the tempo is sped up. That's what Kentucky's got to do. Their half-court offense is not all, everything going. It's not very good, to be honest with you. But look at it now. They're moving. Oh, bad foul.
Garrison will get hit with that one.
Illegal screen, no doubt about it.
And that'll be number 1 on the big, the 6'10 junior. Tied at 11 at the 12-minute mark.
Mark Pope really, he's a player's coach. He really loves the kids, loves the game. Really started off last year, really on fire here. Had some big wins early. Beat Duke, beat Gonzaga. Really got to a great start. In fact, he and Ada Rupp, the only Kentucky guys that 3 times led top 10 teams that win all 3.
He's had a lot of injuries this season. On Thursday, finally had his entire roster healthy to practice. And he said it made all the difference in the workout. We'll see if it makes a difference in the game. Off the fake, it's Dorn. Very dangerous from 3. Shot clock down to 5.
They really trying to cover that 3.
Loose ball.
Wow, what hustle. What hustle.
Tremendous hustle.
Indiana.
You gotta really give a good credit there, man. Let's play a basketball. Low with the back shoulder.
There we go.
Shoulder.
That's what they want to see here.
And they appreciate it.
That's what they demand here. This is a great offensive move right here. Nice. Oh, nice. Nice finish with the left hand.
Evening of college basketball on ESPN. Look at this. Moments ago, this man burying one from half court.
Wow.
That was incredible.
Wow. Oh, great defensive play right there by Kentucky.
It was Marino to get a hand on it.
Great anticipation. I like that pass, the skip pass.
Back for Johnson. Hill lifts. Can't hit.
You know, you got to talk about Arizona. Arizona and Michigan are the 2 best teams I've seen play this year. But that's going to be a hard game. Coach Oates does a great job. And trust me, I hate giving Alabama any compliment.
Yeah.
But Coach Oates does a fantastic job.
Marino with the rejection on top of the 10.
You're over and people want to hear you praising Alabama, Charles.
I know. I guess it doesn't count in. Go in. I guess it doesn't count in basketball, though.
Lowe takes a hit. He'll be headed to the line. Almost made the shot. And right with his second foul.
Hey, Mr. Vitale, your gala you do every year is one of the most. I was talking to your amazing wife. You raised over $100 million. Let me repeat that now. $100 million. Man, thank you.
I appreciate that. It really is. We have a big raffle going on for a Porsche right now. Now, Charles, I'm sure that Porsche will look good in your driveway. But $100, that's all you got to do, people. $100, get your chances at v.org/Vital Raffle. v.org/Vital Raffle, and all the money goes to the V Foundation for kids battling cancer. You know, Charles, I was telling you last night at dinner, I'm obsessed with it. Because I went through for 4 years a nightmare battling 4 different cancers. And I think about kids, no 10, 11-year-olds. I'm 86, I've lived a full life. But no 10, 11-year-olds should go through that. We need more money for new medicines.
DeVries gets open. Missed a couple early.
He's a really outstanding shooter right now. He's like 1 for 3. He's way better than that. He's an all-around player as well.
Wilkerson reaching around him to make the foul.
For all the kids, anybody in this world who's battling cancer, bless you and your family. But man, thank you for what you do, Mr. Dickie V, because $100 million, man, that is flat out incredible. Thank you.
I appreciate it. I know you want us, we would love to honor you, obviously, but the bottom line, you and Shaq, unfortunately, have NBA work that weekend. Every weekend we have a gala. But one day we're going to get you there.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Me and Shaq gonna give you each $100,000. How about that? I ain't gonna even ask Shaq for permission. Shaq giving you $100,000, and I'm giving you $100,000. And I don't care what his fat ass says. We're giving you $200,000. It's done.
I love this guy.
Wow.
I love him. Wow.
Come on, man.
So I thought you got a heart to go. What? Backdoor cop. Backdoor cop.
It's an honor. And I'm telling you, I don't care what Shaq says. He's giving $100,000 too.
That's pretty cool, man.
You just made $200,000 for your foundation.
Wow, we got 200 G's.
At least I think you did. We'll see if...
I want to work more with this guy.
Yeah. Outstanding. At the line, Wilkerson, who makes 79%.
You know what? Wilkerson came down to two schools. He came down to right there, Indiana and Kentucky.
Wow.
The last second, he came out of Southeastern State where he was super, and he really has done well here with Indiana. They love him.
This was V-Week on ESPN. We highlight the urgent need for cancer research. They're matching, the Principal Foundation is matching up to $1 million in donations during V-Week. If you're able, please visit v.org/donate. 100% of donations go directly to cancer research.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the great Stuart Scott. We miss him. We love him. And ESPN has been doing an amazing job honoring Stuart Smith. I saw that. I haven't seen the documentary yet.
Tough shot over today.
Huge right there. I say amen to that about Stewie.
Oh, man, what a great man. Booyah.
And also John
nice
Saunders.
move. John Saunders, oh, oh, man, what a good dude John Saunders was.
One execution. Great job. Offensively efficient. That guy can coach on that sideline there in terms of Tucker. Just the degrees.
Yep, and Wilkerson with another bucket. Aberdeen slams on the brakes. Out top for Olway. He'll lift a long-distance shot, but not there.
Oh, great offensive rebound.
That was Dick Williams underneath. He got excellent position, and he'll draw the foul.
So, the thing we were talking about, the one weakness of the defensive end team is got to be rebounding because they're so small. And you showed me the stats. They're 6-0 when they win the rebounding battle. If you're going to live and die by the three, you got to have two stats you got to win every game. Rebounding and turnovers. Because shooting is the hardest part of the game. And so you're going to be somewhat inconsistent shooting, but you don't have to do a good job on the boards and turnovers. And Dio, you showed me they're 6-0 when they win the rebounding battle. So that right there, that's going to be, to me, that's what I said about the big kid. He's got to get some offensive rebounds because he's so much bigger and looks like he's stronger than a lot of these guys too. Same with Olway. They got to dominate these guys on the offensive boards.
You know, Olway, first of all, a very physical player, tremendous defensive player when he rises to the challenge. But the bottom line is he's more of a driver, downhill kind of guy than he is a jump shooter from the perimeter. You saw him take that jump shot. That was really a tough shot he just took prior.
Kentucky by one, the renewal of what has been a fierce rivalry over the decades. Dorn in the act of attempting a three.
That's just an awful foul right there.
That's Olway with the personal.
I will say this, there's no doubt that Kentucky's playing with intensity and with some emotion and some feeling. They really are desperate for a win. They are really feeling the pressure of not yet winning the game against a power conference team.
But you can't help them out. But this is just going to be three. This is going to be 3 free throws right here. I hate when Clark Kellogg gets mad at me. I hate fouling jump shooters. You're not going to block jump shots. Don't just contest. Do not foul the jump shooter. But it's just giving Indiana 3 free points right here.
Especially for 3.
Nick Dorn, the transfer from Elon. There's another one coming.
He can shoot the ball. He's a guy that really, they expect him to really be a major contributor. Hit 5 threes in a recent game.
And he's made almost 50% beyond the three-point line, but that's Indiana. DeVries has really remade them into a shooting team last year.